Welcome to your practice this Saturday morning. Let's start on a position lying on your back with your knees bent up, feet on the floor. Take your time here to arrive into the space of your mat and arrive into your body. Take a couple of deep, full breaths here. And let the exhales ground you into this space. Enveloping an awareness of what's latent in the landscape of your body. And bringing particular attention to any areas that might be holding tension or tightness. And as if bringing a massage from the inside out, let the breath permeate those areas a little bit more deeply. In today's practice, we're going to be working with a sequence designed to cleanse the lymphatic system. And the lymphatic system has a really important job of protecting the body from external pathogens, helping to keep our immune system healthy. So one of the main pathways through which bacteria and virus enter the body is through the nasal passage. So here, as we increase breath movement through the nostrils, we're allowing the lymph to run through the nostril, cleansing the nasal passages and collecting any debris, any dangerous pathogens entering the body here and taking them down into your lymph nodes to be processed. So allow those breaths to become a little bit more full when you can. And start bringing a mental count of 4 for your inhale and 4 for your exhale. Samavriti, equal breath. Inhaling fully, slowly and deeply for 4. Exhaling fully, slowly for 4. And as the breath permeates and percolates through the body, notice that space through which the breath runs through. Can you feel it more in the belly or the chest? And let it become as wide and as full as you possibly can. Equal on the inhale and on the exhale. Making this your last round with the count. Beautiful, and then gently let go of the count, returning to your normal breath. Go ahead and bring knees to chest, have a little roll from side to side. Beautiful, and from here we'll come into a bridge pose, so flattening your feet back on the mat, hands to either side of your hips, feeling as though the breath is moving you here. Pressing to your feet and your hands, take your chin in slightly. On an inhale, start peeling your hips off towards the ceiling, feeling each vertebra up. Chin stays tucked in. As you exhale, float one vertebra at a time back down to the ground. See if you can match the length of the rise with the count of 4. As you inhale and descend slowly for the count of 4. Feeling into the space of your body and allowing breath to make it lighter. Inhale for 4. Exhale for 4. Last round, nice and high. Beautiful. As you land, please bring your knees to chest, hands on either knee, and make circles with the knees to the ceiling. Knees together. And then go ahead and move in the opposite direction. Nice. And coming to center, grabbing either the knees or the back of your thighs, roll forth and back on your mat. Feeling the whole space of your spine pressing against the floor. Using the abdominals to create motion, awakening the fluid in the spine, moving the lymph, the whole body. Beautiful. And then come all the way up, rotating over into your all fours. Finding a cushion under your knees if that serves you best. And then as your gaze is down, connecting with your all fours, let's bring that breath into a count of 4 once again. So when you're ready, go ahead and take an exhale. Inhale for 4, opening the chest, lifting the tailbone, gaze forward, 2, 1. Exhale, rounding here, moving the back of the spine to the ceiling. 2, 1. Inhale, open. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, closing, chin to chest, tuck the tailbone down. 2, 1. Moving with your tempo. On an inhale, we move up. On the exhale, we round. On the next round, we'll add child's pose to it. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, push back, child's pose. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, back up, open the chest. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, round and push back. 3, 2, 1. Twice more. Inhale, open. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, push up and back, enveloping the full length of the breath. 2, 1. Last one. Inhale, open. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, push back and let it drop. 2, 1. Beautiful. Next, inhale, moving up to lift the chest. And on the exhale, go ahead and tuck your toes under, lift the hips. Down dog. Child's pose is also available if you prefer. Walk your knees here, bending one knee at a time. And be particularly mindful of how you're distributing the weight of the body. Sometimes people get sore shoulders from down dog because there's too much weight on the upper body. See if you can start distributing the weight back into the heels and the legs. Pushing the hips back a little bit more. And when you're ready, go ahead and bring stillness into your dog, having the opportunity to really spread your fingers wide, pressing them down, and this way the hips push back in the opposite direction. Beautiful. Next, inhale, bring your gaze forward and take a walk to the top of the mat. Feet are hip width apart. If you're not too sure what feet hip width is, bring one foot in and that'll give you the distance. Allow the gaze to be in between your legs and the head to be long and heavy here. Another way that the lymph distributes into the body is when we come into this upside down motion, when the head is below the heart. The lymph moves into the respiratory organs. And then when we return to that opposite, gravity drains the lymph down, sending to the lymph nodes for cleansing. One more deep, long breath here. Exhale, let it go through the mouth. Inhale, slide your hands to a half lift, heart forward, gaze forward. Exhale, slide down. One more with your breath. Beautiful. Bending your knees a little bit more, prepping for chair pose dynamically with the count of 4. Pressing to your feet. We're gonna move up in the count of 4 and down in the count of 4. Take an inhale, lift up into the chair. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, legs stay, arms and torso lower. 3, 2, 1. 3 more times. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Strong legs, staying, torso, hands reach down, let it drop. Strong legs on the inhale, press down to rise. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, steady but soft. 2, 1. Last one. Bless your heart, strong here. Dare to smile. Exhale till the end. Very good. On the next inhale, we rise, lengthening the legs, lengthening the arms, opening the heart and really smiling in release. Arms into a V shape. Exhale, palms meet. Descend for 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Inhale, hands to shins, heart forward. Exhale, fold hands to mat, step back, plank pose. Knees can come down. Widen the collarbones here. Feel that pressure of the hands keeping you up on the chest and the pressure of the heels in the opposite direction, lengthening the legs and the spine. Deep, long breaths here. Beautiful. On the next exhale, lower your knees if you haven't already. And bring your chest all the way down the whole body. Beautiful. On the inhale, baby cobra, nice and long. On the exhale, let it drop. Go ahead and bring your forearms onto the floor, coming into Sphinx pose. So, as we come into Sphinx, the shoulders are above the elbows and the collarbones are nice and wide. Press your feet down the ground to give you the support in the shape. Take a breath and lengthen through the crown. And as you exhale, bring your gaze over to the right, massaging the neck here. Inhale back to center, exhale to the left. Moving with your breath. At the inhale, bring you back to center, and the exhale, exploring the gentle massage around the neck, another point through which the lymph nodes reside, allowing musculature massage to bring space for the lymph to travel more freely. Beautiful. And then gently releasing back to center. This time releasing your head down to the ground, over your hands, making a little pillow for your forehead. Take a deep breath into the nose, let it out through your mouth. One more time. Lifting your shins up and moving them into side to side, releasing down to the low back. Let the belly be floppy and the body heavy. Go ahead and release your legs down, slide your hands to under your chest. Press the floor away. Move up into all fours and all the way up into down dog. Child's pose is a great option if you prefer. But as you land here, take a moment to exhale to the end. And grab your awareness of where you are in your body here. Using the breath as a way to find more space. And a way to even find comfort and strength. Beautiful. On your next inhale, bring the gaze forward, take a step or walk to the top of the mat. Bend your knees a little bit, and on an inhale, rise, arms above your head. Exhale, hands to heart. Drop the awareness into this very space of your heart. Take a deep breath into the nose. Let it out through your mouth. And as you stand tall and aware of the vessel of your body, the sensations, mentally say to yourself, I am here. Embodying this presence, becoming aware of this very moment through the experience of your own body. Beautiful. Go ahead and release your hands down. Press into your left foot a little bit more firmly. On an inhale, start to bend the right knee up and see if you can clasp your knee with your hands. Pressing the big toe down will help balancing, and equally lifting the crown and engaging the belly will help with balance here. Embodied awareness to what's happening here. Beautiful. When you're ready, start to let go of the hands and push the right heel back down into airplane pose. Torso and leg parallel to the floor. Fingertips reaching back. Crown reaching forward. What's happening in the mind that takes you away from this space? On an inhale with control, see if you can lift the right knee to the chest, back up. Clasp your hands, pull the knee back. Exhale, let go. Give the legs a little shake, a little smile. Beautiful. Feet back to hip width apart. Reach the shoulders up and down into circles. Let go of any residue of tension that might be putting up on the top of the shoulders and the neck, becoming aware of those pockets where your body naturally tenses up. When you're ready, pressing more firmly onto your right foot, engaging fully the muscles in the right leg. And start to lift the left knee towards you, clasping the fingers if you can reach this far. Maintaining a tall, long spine. And the breath is fluid as you press the right big toe down. Beautiful. Maintaining that stability on the right leg. Release the hands and push the left heel back. As if in one movement the torso extends forward, the leg in the opposite direction with the fingers. Fully present in what's happening right here. On an inhale, press back, knee back to center, clasping with your hands. And as you exhale, let go of the legs, give it all a little shake, the legs, the face, the shoulders. Allowing everything to become fluid again. Beautiful. Coming to the top of your mat. Take an inhale, arms rise, more aware of the stability of the body. Palms together. On the exhale, release to the ground, Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, lower. Hands to mat, step back this time to down dog. Find the 4 points of contact, hands pressing firmly down to lift the hips back in the opposite direction. Tops of the shoulders are wide, so imagine you Pulling out a turtleneck, your neck becomes long rather than tucked in between your shoulders. On an inhale, please lift your right leg up. And as you exhale, step the right foot in between your hands, back knee lowers. In your lunge here, you can add a cushion onto the back knee to add support. And here, let's have that block handy under your left hand, coming up. And take a moment for your body to stabilize in this balance that requires a lot of opening to your ligaments and musculature, becoming really aware of what parts of your body require attention. And deliver your breath to those areas. Nice deep breaths rising from the base of your belly. So feel as though that space under your navel is lifting, so we're not collapsing down. We keep lifting from the base of the navel all the way up to the chest. In a moment, if the shoulders allow, on an inhale, we lift the arms out into a V shape. And this will help to widen through the collarbones. A lifting motion from the base of the navel all the way up to the collarbones. A radiant heart, inviting health and vitality to your day. Beautiful. Go ahead and lower your hands down and exhale. And here we find that block under your left hand. Tuck your toes under, lifting the back knee off the floor. If this is too much, keep it down. Otherwise, you're gonna lift the right arm up, coming into a twist. Again, the back knee can come down. We're looking for extension on the right side of the body and a sense of twisting to the right side. Beautiful. Breath is there to support you. Exhale, lower the hand torso to the center. Release the prop. Right knee comes all the way back. Lift up into down dog. Have a little walk in your dog. Experience freedom after having the movements in the pose in stillness. Let the movement dissipate tension. When you're ready, let stillness come through the body. Using the breath as a way to release a little bit more. And when you're ready, bring the left leg up on an inhale. Stepping the left foot through in between your hands. Lowering the right knee down to find your low lunge. Find that block to support your right hand as you come up into your low lunge. Let the body assimilate the shape without losing the breath. And then coming to the more subtle sensation of lifting from the space under your navel all the way up through the collarbones. If the shoulders allow, the arms can come up into a V shape. Nice and wide, inviting vitality from the center of your chest while you're releasing stagnancy down in the hips. Full breaths. Beautiful. Gently release your hands down. Find your block. And here the option is you can keep the back knee on the floor or tuck the toes and lift it off. This can be quite strong on the right groin if it's tight. So if that's the case on this side, please keep it down. Right hand under your shoulder on your block. Start to move your chest to the left as the hand reaches up. So we're looking for that nice long line extending through the left side of the torso. Opening the lines that support the lungs so the breath can move more freely. Beautiful. On an exhale, please go ahead and release the hand. Move the prop to the side. Bring the left knee all the way back. And here we take a little walk in our dog once again. A moment to reset the body. And now that we've worked on both sides, maybe creating a deeper sense of balance, of stability down into the hips. Beautiful. And then go ahead and bring the big toes together while in down dog. And as we lower the knees wide onto your mat. Push the hips back for child's pose. Arms can be extended or making a little pillow under your forehead. As you land, take an in breath through the nose. Let it out through your mouth. One more time, in through the nose and out through the mouth, saying to yourself, I am here. With each out breath, a reminder of this presence. The practice of yoga gives us this capacity of focusing on the body as the more tangible part of our experience. So for a moment we can start training the mind to become a little bit more still, a little bit more present to what's right in front of us rather than pinpointing into the past or dwelling into the future. Give yourself 2 more breaths to land your full awareness into what's under your skin right here. Beautiful. On your next inhale, gently prepare to come up. And from here we'll come straight in to lie on our belly. So as you lie on your belly, just have a little look at me. We're going to have the arms out into a cactus shape with the tips of the fingers like a spider web on the sides. So the hands will be under the elbows and the tips of the fingers will come down. Press onto your feet. And on an inhale, lift the collarbones forward. Staying here or maybe inviting movement, rotating the chest and the shoulders from side to side. Really inviting a fluid massage-like movement, nothing too strong, but rather malleable. Moving around the lymph that sits under the collarbone area. And naturally allowing the body to express itself. Beautiful. And then gently returning your head down to one side, hands to either side of your hips. Take an in breath through the nose. Let it out through your mouth. One more time. Nice. Chin to center. Hands under your shoulders. Press the floor away gently with awareness. Lift back up into your all fours. With even more awareness, tuck your little toes and start lengthening the bones of your legs, the hip bones, the bones in the arms, the bones in your neck. A steady structure holding you and the breath moving freely in between. Take an inhale, look forward and take a walk in between your hands. Feet hip width. Inhale, half lift, heart fold. Exhale, fold. Inhale, press into your feet and rise. Palms together at the top. Exhale, hands through your heart. Pause here, shoulders relax. And as you become more aware of the stance of your feet and the pressure down, the spine lengthens. And on the next exhale, you remind yourself, I am here. I am here. And the totality of this moment is enough. All we have is the now, and this moment can be fully explored and enjoyed. Dare to smile. Release your hands down and step your right foot back into a high lunge. Coming to the tips of your toes. Extending the leg as much as you can, and the front knee can bend as much as it feels available today. So working with hips forward. Grounding equally through the back, the ball, the back foot and the front foot. Take an inhale this time, lifting the arms, clasping your hands behind your head as you widen your elbows here. Brightness across the chest, lifting the collarbones. The lift of your hands clasped behind your hands comes all the way down from your low belly. Breath supporting, space for opening. Beautiful. On your next inhale, go ahead and extend your arms long to either side. Nice long lines. Grounding through both feet, and as you exhale, we twist to the right, arms long. Inhale back to center, twisting to the other side. Hold here. The breath is still moving, but the steadiness of this balance keeps us present. Beautiful. Inhale back to center. Exhale, release your hands to the floor. Back foot, front foot meets the back foot, down dog. Take a little walk. Take a little pleasure in releasing the pose with the same awareness that you had while in the pose. Stillness to your dog, the steadiness of your leg bones holding you down, the structure of your spine nice and long, so the breath can flow freely. Inhale, look forward, step to the top of your mat, Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Little bend into your knees, strong and steady rise, arms above your head. Exhale, hands down to your heart, let it go through your mouth. And in this tall stance, you remind yourself once again, I am here. Catching the breath to hold you in this steadiness. Go ahead and release your hands and step your left foot into your high lunge. Different side, perhaps different depth, coming to the tips of the ball of the foot, so the back heels off the floor. Good, so toes facing forward, bending to the front knee as much as it feels appropriate on this side. Equal distribution of the weight onto both feet. And on an inhale, arms rise, clasp your hands and let them rest behind your skull, the top of your head. Catching the breath, rising deeply from the space below your navel, all the way up to the edges of your collarbones. Feel as though your elbows are widening a little bit more as you deliver the weight of your head into your hands. The steadiness of this moment holding you here. Beautiful, and then go ahead, release the hands nice and long, arms parallel to the floor. Take an inhale, extend, and as you exhale, twist to the left. Inhale back to center and then twist to the right, arms long. Legs is steady, arms is steady. Breath is fluid. Landing on the breath is a reminder to be here without judgment. Beautiful. Inhale back to center. Release the hands down onto the ground. This time we're going to step the back foot forward. We're going to wrap the left foot over the right to give the right glute a nice little release. Fold forward. You can grab your block if that feels too far. You can even bend into your knees a little bit. Take a deep breath in. Let it out through your mouth. One more time. Release the legs and cross the right leg over the left. Pressing equally onto both feet. Allow the weight of the head to drop. And give permission to drop the resistance here. One more deep breath out through your mouth. And coming all the way back to your Uttanasana, feet are hip width. Release the block. Bending to your knees, inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold hands down to the mat. Knees push all the way back. And take a moment to rest in child's pose. This time, arms alongside your shins. Forehead to the floor or your block. Land here as you exhale. And notice how this moment might differ from the previous moment. How the degree of awareness deepens as we keep practicing being here with what's in front of us in our body. Using this method, this technique of body awareness to embody a space of presence. Beautiful. On your next inhale, make your way up into all fours. With an inhale, lift your right leg nice and long. Bend through the knee and open wide into a variation of three-leg dog. Opening across the groin. Balancing a little bit. And then go ahead and square yourself back to the center. Bring the right knee behind the right wrist, preparing for pigeon pose. So here, start lengthening the back leg nice and long on the mat. Kneecap facing down. And because we're working to release the lymphatic system today, you might be able to find a pressure on your left groin with your right heel. That's a lymph node that sits there. If not, that's fine. Equally, if pigeon is just not happening for your knees or your low back today, you can come into the same release on your back into padlock. So this way you bring the right shin across the left knee and grab hold of the left thigh. The target on either pose is the outer right thigh, the outer right glute, I should say. And if you are in pigeon, start using a gentle push of your hands onto the floor to find the lift all the way from the space under your navel up through your collarbones. A spacious area riding all the way up to the dome of your heart. Each breath allowing a little bit more space for release. And if you're used to the practice and you enjoy having the variation of sleeping pigeon with the torso forward, you can take those last few moments to take this variation. Breathing patiently as space opens up for you. And if the mind becomes impatient, just remind it, I'm here. This is all we have for now. Last full round of breath here. Beautiful. If you're in sleeping pigeon, prepare to press into your hands to come up. If you're in padlock, simply release your legs down. Otherwise, coming to release the right leg back. And here you might like to play with moving your torso from side to side, making some circles and spreading the lymph down into all directions. Or even mixing it up into down dog with a little walk in your dog. This will differ in the ways you felt the pose, so let your body communicate with you in whichever way feels like a genuine release for you. Beautiful. When you're ready, if you're coming into pigeon, we're coming to all fours. If you prefer the padlock on that side, make your way into your back. Take a moment to stabilize through your hands and extend the left leg long back behind you. Balancing here to start with. And go ahead and bend the left knee and start bringing it up to the ceiling, coming into a three-leg dog with a hip variation. Exploring the space that's available on this side. And bringing the knee back to center. Placing the left knee behind the left wrist at the top of your mat. Walking the back toes to the back of your mat, landing the kneecap down. Now here, if the left hip is high, you can prop yourself so you feel the weight evenly distributed. Right, you don't want to wear and tear down into your hip joints, into your low back. Take this first few moments to adjust in your padlock or pigeon. And perhaps on this side you might have the reach of the heel into the right groin. A little lymph node massage here. Starting upright. As you press into your hands, feel the lifting rising from your lower abdomen across the edges of your collarbones. And if it feels right for your practice to lower into a sleeping pigeon, there's the option. As we develop this kind of awareness of what the body tells us, it gives us an instant feedback. So shortness of breath and sharpness in the way the mind is responding to it might be some signals of your body asking you out. Please be kind enough to listen to those whispers. After all, the practice we are holding requires a lot of space for patience and acceptance. Taking one more slow, deep breath, followed by a releasing out breath. Beautiful. If you're in sleeping pigeon, start to press your hands down. If you're in your padlock, start to make your way out with the legs. Lifting yourself up and Finding a way of natural release for your body. Maybe coming into all fours now, swaying the hips into circles. The torso might like to be involved. Let the breath caress each little bit that you found opening. You might like to take a little walk into your down dog. I am here. Beautiful. And then gently, let's all make our way into a seated position. Starting with the heels in towards you, giving the knees a little squeeze, hugging the thighs into your chest. Nice tall spine. Awareness of your body as a whole. Go ahead and release your left leg long on the mat. Bring the right hand right behind you. With the torso facing forward, take an inhale, extend. And as you exhale, start moving your torso to the right side. Even weight on both sitting bones. And a nice space in between each vertebra. If this feels spacious and you want to bring the right foot across the outside of the left leg, you might find more leverage to twist using your hand on the knee. Really allowing space and muscular contraction and movement for the lymph to travel freely from that area of the hips. We just release back into the stream of the body. Inhale back to center, release your twist. Release your right leg long. Let them become even, a little shake, a little smile. And starting nice and easy, legs long. Left heel comes in. Left hand right behind you. Torso forward, lengthen your spine. On an exhale, start to bring your torso to the left side. Using the breath to cultivate space. Creating a relationship to how this moment develops as the breath moves. If it's appropriate for your body to deepen your twist, you can cross the left foot over the outside of the right leg, maybe pressing onto your knee a little bit more to create leverage. And gently releasing your twist, returning to center, releasing the legs nice and long. Take an inhale, reach your fingertips to the sky. Exhale, reach towards your toes. We're gonna add the count of 4. Inhale, 4, reaching up, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, reaching forward, nice and long, 3, 2, 1. Twice more. Inhale, lengthening the whole of the spine, the fingertips, 2, 1. Exhale, folding, guiding with your heart, 2, 1. Last one, nice and tall on the inhale, 2, 1. Exhale, let it drop fully. 3, 2, 1. Let the hands rest wherever they fall. The head drops. 2 deep breaths here. Let it out through your mouth till that feels right. Beautiful. And then gently sliding your hands towards your hips, lifting your spine back up, and making your way to lie on your mat with the feet on the floor. As you come to lie here, go ahead and bring knees to chest, giving them a nice little squeeze. And draw those circles with your knees to the ceiling. Knees together. Go ahead and move into the opposite direction. And let your feet ground down. Feet pressing down under your knees. Hands pressing down the sides of your hips. Bridge pose with awareness to how the movement feels. Press into your feet, into your hands, and let the inhale lift the hips. Moving the spine 1 vertebra at a time upwards. Lifting through the hip bones, the top of your hips. Exhale, drop slowly. The top of the spine, the mid spine, the low spine, and the sacrum. Chin stays tucked in, allowing the lymph to travel freely through the neck, moving with your breath. Inhale up. Exhale low. On the next inhale, we're gonna hold the pose up. Really engaging the pressure of the feet down, the knees forward, activating to the front of the thighs or stomach channels. If there's room for the shoulders to roll in, you can clasp your hands back behind, otherwise keep pressing the hands down, lifting the hip bones to the ceiling, allowing the lymph to flow all the way down through the throat and the nasal passages, clearing up and boosting up the immune system. Yeah. Breath is full. On the next exhale, slowly deliver 1 vertebra at a time, back down to the floor. Land here and let an out breath out through the mouth. Release. Just take a moment of non-doing here, letting the body assimilate the effects of the pose. And let the breath circulate freely here. On your next in-breath, bring knees to chest, giving them a nice little squeeze. Back of the shoulders nice and wide on the mat. Widen your knees to your armpits. Come into a variation of happy baby. If you enjoy lifting the shins, you can grab the back of your thighs or the tops of your shins. Just allowing gravity to hold you here for a moment. Beautiful, and then go ahead and start bringing the knees back together. Lower your legs. Extend the right leg long on the mat. And go ahead and bring the left knee into your chest. Left arm extends out to one side. And come into a twist. Knee across to the right. Gaze to the ceiling, to the right or the left. Let your body choose in a state of presence what feels like the most nourishing option for you here. Full deep breaths. Beautiful. On your inhale, please bring the knee back to center. Release the leg long. Take an inhale and out through your mouth. Right knee in, right arm out to the side. Use the left hand to help the knee across to the opposite side. And instantly allow this moment to hold you. Landing into this sweet space of presence in which your mind doesn't need to wander anywhere else. Gently prepare to return to center. Extend the leg long. Take a moment to ask your body if it wants to move in any way. Maybe knees to chest. And at your own time, start spreading the weight of your shoulders, the weight of your hips and buttocks on the ground. Allowing a sense of release to take over your physical space. And as we prepare for our final rest in Shavasana, we lie still. And the density of the physical body becomes the background. A deeper awareness of the more subtle sensations become available. And in between those spaces of subtlety, there's a sweet space of non-doing. A sweet space in which we release the need of doing. And once again connect to our inner state of being. Human being doing its thing. Eyes closed, the awareness go inwards a little bit more deeply. And you can feel that life force moving to different directions under your skin, the breath, expansive, cleansing. Start taking some flow breaths. Acknowledging the life force permeating and bringing energy through your body. In a long stretch out, arms above your head, feet in the opposite direction. And let it smile. And let knees roll into your chest. Give yourself a nice little hug. Gently roll over into one side. And use your top hand to support you up into a seated position. Eyes remain closed or downcast. Establish comfort on your sitting. Shoulders drop. Crown extends. Outer edges of the mouth lift. Outer edges of the collarbones lift and widen. Drawing an inner smile to your own heart. Picture someone you love dearly in front of you. And place that person in the center of your heart. Let that smile in your heart widens and receive with love that person. Fold that loved person in your heart. And think of someone else. See that person with your inner eyes and fold those loving eyes into your person, into your loved one. Let the inner smile be drawn in the corners of your eyes and lovingly look at that person with that smile. Hold that loving person in your eyes and bring the vision of your own face in front of you. Let the outer corners of your mouth lift and welcome yourself with a smile in your mouth. Let it be a natural process, recognizing the happiness, the joy you bring into this world. Smiling back at yourself. And let that smile in your heart grow, the smile in your eyes, the smile in your own mouth, and all that love that makes you expand. Hands into prayer in front of your heart, sealing the loving space as a reminder of where you come from and what you're here for. We close our practice chanting or listening to a single Om, chanted on the exhale. Take a slow breath in. Namaste.